morning, Family Life Church. Glad to be joining you for just a moment today. Hey, I'm sitting out front this morning, and it's a beautiful morning. And it's what I like about a front yard is it's cool in the morning. It's shaded long before the heat comes around. It's just nice out here, and so I like to sit out here for those reasons. But I also like to sit out here because I look up into our tree, and there are hummingbirds that live in our trees. And maybe if you're Facebook friends with me, you've seen some of the pictures that I've taken of these hummingbirds, and I don't know, I find them fascinating, like I never have before in life. So it's an interesting thing. But you know, there's one specifically. I'm looking at him right now. He's sitting up in his on his little branch, and he's sitting there waiting to be able to come down and take nectar out of this bush that's out front. Now, the plants around the house are fading, right? So it's their kind of their last minute to be able to get the nectar from these things and be able to have what they need. But as I sit out here and I watch, I call him Red because he's a male Anna's hummingbird, and they have red heads, and I call him Red. So I sit out here and I watch Red, and if any other hummingbirds come around to try to get into this bush, he runs them off and says, "Nope, not going to happen today." And so it's pretty cool just to sit there and watch him guard over and protect what he knows he needs. And really made me think about us and the Word of God, and when these, I'll call them enemies, other hummingbirds come to try to get Red's nectar, he's like, that ain't gonna happen. And he runs them off, and he knows that he needs it. And so I think about us, and when the enemy comes against us, what do we do? What do we have? What are we trying to use to do battle with an enemy that comes in? And I think about Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12, that says, "For the Word of God is full of living power." Some other translations read, "For the Word of God is active," right? And it's powerful. The Word of God is like no other. The Bible is like no other book, right? It's active, it's living, and it's powerful. And I would just ask this question today. Do we believe that it's active, living, and powerful? And do we use that? Will we use the Word of God in the way that it's intended to be used? Powerful to fight off the enemy when he comes and he tries to steal your joy, when he tries to steal your peace, right? When he tries to steal your understanding of his Word, of God's Word. When the enemy comes in and tries to steal those things, what are you using? And that's my question to all of us today. Will we use the active, living, powerful Word of God in battle today to run off the enemy, just like Red, who just flew down to this bush, like right by me as I was talking. Just like Red runs off the enemies that come in and try to take what's his, we need to run off the enemy when he comes in and tries to take what's ours through Jesus Christ. So I want to encourage you today to use the Word of God. It's active, living, and powerful. Get it in you. Speak it out in times where the enemy is trying to take it from you. Speak it out and use it today in the way that God intended it to be used in his people's lives. All right? So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great day today. All right? Thanks for being with me for a few minutes.